Oh, hello there. It's me, Egil Thorsen. And I have a question that was Bragi mentioned to me. The difference between Viking and Saxon helms. Perhaps that should be Saxon versus Viking. Well, first of all, helmets are for the elite. It is said that a helmet would cost the price of a house. And you put that in perspective with today. The average semi-detached or detached house, or even council house, you're talking a lot of money. A lot of the illustrations in the Viking woodcuts we find have got like conical helmets, hats made of leather. But let's start with the Saxons. They vary in different types. Here we have, it's a conical helm, but it's got a wild boar on top. And we have the ubiquitous nasal bar, very sensitive area. You're dead as mutton if they hit you there. And it's a cap, slightly pointed, so that when a blade comes on, it slides off. But nice little wild boar on top of that. And then we come to one of my particular favourites. This was found, the original was found when they were building Jorvik. And here it is. This is a phenomenally good copy of the helmet at Jorvik. The original is in the Yorkshire Museum. And the only thing is, there was a mark there where somebody had cut into it to check the quality of the metal. It was found in a pit, and the stone where it marks the place where they found it. But this is early Anglian style, and again, beautiful helmet. This would be owned by somebody of extremely high rank. And it has the mail at the back. Okay, you say, so what's the difference? Well, here we have quite a high status early Viking helmet. It's called the spectacle helmet, so called because here we have the eyepieces protecting, and this is sort of like a belt and braces. He's got mail down here. Notice it's a domed top, which I'll illustrate with this stick. If you bring it down, whacks the head, and of course you don't want people banging you on the head, even though it's padded inside. So the people who create helmets and things, one thing with armour, you have to sacrifice mobility with protection, and this is what they came up with. This is a helmet that people think, oh, it's Norman. Well, Normans are northern people. If you look, it's pointed, and that's because when you bring a weapon down, it slides off, and that's what you want. Your nose is protected. It's the minimal amount of armour. Bear in mind you might have to wear this days on end. So you have a cap underneath. Sometimes they had mail on the back. This one hasn't. If we look inside, you can actually see there, look. So you'd probably have an arming cap with your hair underneath. Anything to pad and make it comfortable. Bear in mind, you know, you're wearing this a long time, but you are protected. So those are some of the variants you have, but as I said earlier, these were for people who got a lot of money. What did the average Viking wear? And I think is, you see them, it's a conical shape, a bit like a Pierrot's hat, and it could be a thick boiled leather, which serves as a great protector of the head, and also, you know, you can wear it from day to day. So it is utilitarian. And the Saxons would, I mean, we have found actually in Derby itself, they have found graves with people with a wooden pot on the head, or an iron pot. People think, oh, that's funny. No, it's not. You want whatever you can get to put on your head to keep you safe. Whether it's a bucket, I mean, this is a hefty piece of kit. Oh my God, it's actually, it's full of stuff. Can I hand you that back, Bragi? Whether it's an iron bucket or a cooking pot or whatever, anything to protect your head. This is what you want. One stroke, if you hit people on the head, they tend to fall down dead. So this is your main protection. The rich guys, they have their helmets and they have fashions, and it gets more and more fancy. Even the most basic helmet would cost a fortune. So what do you know, this is what you do when you're poor. You improvise, and improvise quite effectively by the sounds of it. Well, I'm still in favour of the conical leather cap, which we see in woodcuts right up to the 12th century, especially when you see them. An excellent book to see that is Gwyn Jones' The Vikings. It's a bit dated but very useful, and the woodcuts in it do actually show them wearing those kind of hats. The most classical view of that particular cap is a little figurine of Thor, and he's holding a hammer between his legs, and he's got the old conical cap. There's also the god Frey, who has an extended phallus, but he is also wearing the conical hat, so it's probably generic to the northern races. And who's to say that the Saxons didn't wear them? I'm actually wearing a Saxon headgear, which is a Frisian cap, because it comes from Frisia. It's jolly comfortable, and it's like the baseball cap of the Dark Ages. You wear it, it's very comfortable, keeps your head warm, and also if you're putting a helmet on, it acts as a bit of padding, and that's not bad, is it?
Protects your brains.
So anyway, there you go. Those are the major differences. We haven't actually found many helmets. I think it's relevant to mention horn helmets. Now, horn helmets, up until the 70s, even the academics said, oh, they had horn helmets or wings. No, they didn't. What it is, and it's a mistake anyone could make. This is a Saxon helmet, but the earpieces, on a hot day, you lift them up, and if you look sideways on, it could be mistaken for horns. But what's more common, especially around the time of Alexander, if you wanted to portray a nasty person, they had horns. And in fact, you will find coins of Alexander the Great with horns. And what better way for the church to condemn pagans, because they got horns on their heads, and and you know, as far as the average Saxon in the hovel went, maybe you listen to what the church told you. So the horn helmet is very impractical. However, why did they come across that? Well, they found a necklace in a woman's grave in Scandinavia which had got horns on as part of the fitting to fit on the necklace. We think, and this is only a think, that the pre-Christian times, maybe they were ritual. I mean, you think you're going through a wood with horns on, you're going to end up, or if you're fighting somebody, they chop one horn off and you're lopsided. You don't want anything to attract attention to your head, far from it. Well, that's me. I have been rattling on about this. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, and you want to subscribe, press the bar and bell, and you'll get to know things. Maybe you've enjoyed it. Let us know. We like to know about the likes. If you haven't, let us know why. Leave us a comment. We will get back to it. It does take us a time. Maybe you've got ideas of your own or questions that you'd like us to answer. We'll do our best to do it. Contrary to popular belief, we actually do research things, and sometimes things go astray, but never mind. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it all, and until we meet again, stay safe and make the world a happier place. Bye.